Hi, my name is Tamara. This is the Festival Network. My mission is to create a platform where industry professionals can be authentic about their journeys. Join me as I take you behind the scenes of the amazing culture that encompasses more than just music. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. In this interview, I talk with WAKAAN Site Director Tim Hendricks. Tim started working in the festival industry from the bottom up, learning all the jobs available. He has been working on festivals longer than I've been attending festivals and has been involved with large players in the music festival industry. After joining the WAKAAN team in 2019, Tim is now the festival's site director. A site director is responsible for managing all aspects of a festival site. Tim coordinates logistics, oversees the smooth operation of the festival grounds, and manages on-site staff and resources. He works with the planning team from start to finish. Basically, Tim plays a crucial role in creating a positive and enjoyable experience for festival attendees. No pressure, right? And for someone with such an important job, he doesn't seem stressed out at all. Mind you, this is the last day of the festival. Tim eludes a sense of calm confidence, knowing that their team has created an efficient plan. If you have ever thought about working in the festival industry, pay attention as Tim shares his words of wisdom and advice for any passionate and driven individuals. Enjoy this episode. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Festival Network podcast. I'm your host, Tamara. I'm sitting here with Tim at WAKAAN Festival here in Arkansas, Mulberry Mountains. And Tim is the assistant site director, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. How long have you been the site director for WAKAAN, working with WAKAAN?
This is my first year as assistant site director. I used to be just on the site ops team and working my way up.
Graduated.
Yeah.
What all does your job entail?
We basically plan, design, and lay out the whole grounds of the festival.
Okay.
So it includes almost everything.
Yeah. How long does that process start? Like, let's say when the festival ends, when do you begin planning for the next year?
Like probably January, we'll start planning it all out.
There's like a bug. Okay. I didn't want that bug crawling on you. So January is when you would kind of start.
We're already thinking about it like as soon as we're done. So we just got to wrap up the books, think about what was good and bad, think about costs and like what we need to add this year.
For sure.
Because we're tweaking, twisting, figuring out what we can do. We want, I don't know, like glamping was new this year. That was an idea. That was like FSG like provided those, and like, I think it's gone off very well. I haven't got a lot of time to spend over there asking how their experience is, but I was kind of worried about offering glamping, thinking that this crowd wouldn't want to spend the money on it, but they sold out fast.
You would be surprised. Yeah. Because a lot of people can't do an RV, so glamping is like the next best thing.
Yeah, and it's perfect for the people like flying in and then just everything's preset for them. They just go buy some groceries and show up and they got everything there.
Yeah.
It's been a hot festival.
I heard last year was cold, and I was planning on it being cold this year.
Yeah, like
and it hasn't been.
It is not normally this warm. Like, and the nights haven't even like cooled off a lot. Like I think night 1 was cool. And
but I'm just glad it's not raining. Honestly,
1000%. That changes the whole vibe of the festival and makes our position like all this mulch and stuff, like we would be putting it all over so that the fields aren't just getting trashed.
Right, and it's just an extra expense.
And cars getting stuck, pulling them out, like I've been at a bunch of them.
Those are some of the like more serious things that can go wrong when you consider like, you know, factors that could potentially cancel an event or cause it delays or, you know, just make it not as enjoyable.
Format's right down the road, and they had an evacuation and then cancellation on Friday or Saturday. I forget which day, but
where?
Format Festival.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was getting a little nervous.
Yeah. So, what?
We're lucky.
We're so lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what festival insurance is for, right?
Of course. It doesn't mean it's pleasant to do, and and how to deliver it to the fans. It's not a fun job.
No one wants that. How did you get started working in festivals or wanting to do something like this?
I started as like a backstage caterer, in 1997, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Worked my way up that. Festivals has only been probably the last 10 years of my career, but before that I was in like a venue guy for Live Nation.
Right. So just a lot of experience with like organization, communication, working with teams and things like that.
Yep. Dealing with artists, production and tour managers.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot going on all the time. So you really have to be like a really organized person to keep all of that, you know, working smoothly.
That's right. It takes a whole team of us to keep it organized too.
Yeah. What's your best methods for staying organized?
We do a lot of conference calls, so someone's just the taking notes person on the call. Like, I am not the most organized person, but we all have plenty of ideas, and we have plenty of people helping, like, take dictation.
I think that's really cool. Honestly, it's something that, like I said earlier, it's underrated how many people have to be on the same page. And I'm sure there's times whenever like you don't always agree on what needs to be done or how things need to be changed. What's the biggest challenge that you face when you're working either with a big team or just here on site as the festival is going on?
Biggest challenge? I don't know, because I like fixing problems, so I don't think that way. I don't know. I don't have any big challenges. Like, the biggest challenge is doing everything we want to do within a budget.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's always easy to just like a little bit extra sprinkle here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't like the biggest festival we work on. This is just like our favorite festival, and it's really awesome to work here.
Yeah. What do you love most about it?
I guess from the top down, that's what makes me happy. Like, Waylon is one of the greatest people ever, and Martin is a great person too. And then everyone sprinkled below are really good people.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot from other people that I've spoken to over the weekend. Just how this festival community, the family of WAKAAN, is just really something unique, and people that are lucky enough to be able to be involved, or like me, I'm super grateful to be here and just have this opportunity to learn and grow and also offer something else to the community.
Cool.
As opposed to just coming and partying. You know, it's all about contributing in the end.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's very accepting though. Like, I've never felt once that I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I mean?
That's the best.
And breaking into a new career is really challenging.
Yeah.
And
on year one, I was like the last person picked on the site ops team. Like, and it was just after I quit my job as like general manager, and I was just like in charge of placing tents, fencing, and porta potties.
Yeah.
And like had the best time, and the whole entire team camaraderie was amazing. And it really was one of the first festivals that I felt like everything went perfect.
Oh, wow.
Like, it felt perfect year one, which, especially on a first year festival.
That's crazy.
Like, it's usually very problematic. Like, not just our team, but the entire execution of the festival.
Right. Well, and there's so many outside vendors that you're dealing with and so many other things that, like, if they have something happen that doesn't have anything to do with you or your festival, you can't control that.
Yeah.
So, do you have any guiding principles or words of encouragement for anyone looking to get into this industry or that's dealing with a challenging project?
It's all about like the supporting team that you are working with, you know, like it makes it easy to do hard projects when you enjoy being around everyone. Like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's a really good team that's fun.
Good energy.
Yeah,
Everyone.
It's the whole energy.
Yeah.
Like we don't have any complainers. We just go out and do it. Like there's a lot of people that do a lot of hard work and they do it with a smile on their face. Like like I work for FSG and FSG is not part of the site ops. They do all the parking and striping and then pick up the trash. Like the most unglamorous jobs, and they are having a great time out here, and they love it. And that's like an all-star team of people. Like, it is like
how do you
very
think that
pleasant to be here. I have no explanation for it.
Isn't that really interesting though? That like there's something. It's almost like magic. I honestly believe in like fate, and you're drawn to certain people for certain reasons. And I don't know if you're, spiritual or anything, but there has to be some reason why everyone just came.
Like Waylon is now one of my best friends, and I just met him the first year, like talking about, because I was just always trying to solve problems for him, and he just left me with tasks, and I would go do it, and now me and him and our wives are very close friends. We go visit each other in Oklahoma, and he comes to Philly. It's like, that's my number one favorite part of this whole
it's really
thing.
Your
like,
family.
I get to work at my best friend's festival and try and help him. Like, it's very fun.
It doesn't feel like work.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really think that if you, and this is my personal definition, I feel like we're all striving to find that happy place in life. And what would you say the way your life is and the way you're able to be involved in something that you love, have you reached what you feel like is fulfillment and happiness?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever be fulfilled. I strive to be much bigger still.
Yeah. What are your goals for the next 4 or 5 years, either for this festival or personal goals?
Probably to create a whole new festival from scratch. That would be one of my biggest goals. Yeah, been dabbling around with ideas, but haven't done anything yet.
I feel like that takes a long time to
and you can't force it. But it's just one of my ideas.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see that in the future.
It'll be great, and there'll be a lot of good people picked to be on board.
Yeah, well, any way I can help promote it or support it, I definitely will be here for it.
I love it.
What other genres of music have you been in the industry professional side, and what do you feel like the different energies are at those different types of venues?
They are all so very different, and I do every kind of genre of music, and they are all very different. You just have to embrace whatever they are, like country, rap, rock, all of them. But I think this is kind of my favorite. I think I don't know, like jam band stuff is kind of like the nicest easygoing crowd, because they're all a little older too, and they're not.
I like when festivals have that jam band, indie, and EDM mix. I feel like it's a really good mix of generations that are all kind of like hippies.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah. This whole culture of this festival is interesting to me, because they're out there partying, but they all have pretty good hearts. It's like a new version or whatever of the Grateful Dead, where started with the traveling festivals. This doesn't travel and they don't move city to city, but WAKAAN label takeovers are everywhere.
Yes. And the fans know, if you're in your community, whatever state you're in, you are able to represent your favorite artists and your favorite labels or festivals in your own city. And I think that's something where people okay, we know each other and we're able to connect all across the country, but then we get to come together for this one festival every year. So it makes it even more special.
it's like one of the last festivals of the year for me. Like I've been going hard since like Coachella was my first festival, and that was in like April. I think it started in March.
You were at Coachella?
Yeah, and I'm like very tired. I've been traveling for months and months, but this is a great way to end it.
Yeah, definitely. Now you can enjoy the rest of the weather and
the winter.
Yes,
like,
the winter.
Like festival people like myself are jobless in the winter. Like I'm lucky to be salary, but there's a lot of these people that just they travel trying to save money. Like they don't even like some of them that like just travel and work festivals and don't even like have homes or pay rent, and then they have to support themselves in the winter. Yeah, like the best thing you can do for festivals is like go to Mexico when they do like those destination ones in the winter.
We went to Tulum for a festival, and then I know like Costa Rica has one.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to go to that one. What are some of the small things that you can implement that make a major impact on the festival operation?
Yeah, we're constantly paying attention to socials, what people are complaining about. There's so much, like I guess like we have to make sure like box office and tolls is like ready to go and well informed, because that's the first thing that gets done, and then next thing you know you're getting your car routed through. Like we have to make sure that those people are like doing their job.
They are doing a good job, I will say.
Yeah,
they are.
They're doing their job. They're not here to like make anyone feel unwelcome when they get there, but securing the festival. And then we just pay attention to everything. Like I don't have any specifics. It's just if there's something broken, we go fix it. If there's something dirty, we go clean it. And we're listening to the people and figuring out what their complaints are. You know?
That is really unique. We've been to, I don't even know how many festivals, but over the past 9 years, camping festivals, large festivals in cities. And it is really crazy to think that like you can have an established name festival like Insomniac or, you know, other big festivals, and they still have problems with, you know, just stuff falling through and then it being a disaster.
Yeah, and I mean, the bigger the festival, the harder it is. This is a sweet spot number of like 8 to 10,000, and it's like it's a lot easier to like control everything and deliver everything, because we got to get water all over the place. We've got to like clean all the porta potties, but some festivals have 1,000 porta potties. You know?
And they have been really well maintained. Waylon said every 3 hours.
It's 3 times a day.
3 times a day. 3 times a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if there's an emergency, they're camped right on site, right there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So we know how to get a hold of them 24/7.
Any final words, or anything that you would like to tell people that are interested in getting into the industry? How to get started? How to find the right group?
Yeah, there's a million jobs for festival workers. Like, I don't know, just be willing to do anything, and you start somewhere, and then it organically moves to where you belong.
What does someone's qualifications need to be for working?
Just be able to do. I have had no qualifications when I started. Like didn't get my diploma or anything. I got a GED, dropped out of high school, went to a little bit of college, and like I've just worked my way up. All around. So you just have to have a good attitude and be willing to do whatever.
So anyone looking to break into the festival industry, work in the professional side of EDM festivals, you guys can go to WAKAAN, find out how to apply for jobs for next year. You're always starting the hiring process, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So go check out WAKAAN. Thank you so much, Tim, for all of your insight and teaching me a lot that I didn't know about how operation works at a festival like this.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yo,